Yeah. Yeah.
This is our celebration, nomination, awards episode.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna. So before we even get into the nominees and the awards and our picks, what I would like to do is start off with two questions. Right.
Go for it.
My first question for you is, what did you learn from watching this season?
People can't shoot, and some coaching coaches need to learn how to coach. Those are my two things that I learned this season. The shooting aspect is quite obvious. It was a lot. If bloopers part 2 is going to be insane. That's going to be fun.
So my question to you is, do you think you're a good coach? Or would be a good coach?
I'm coachable, not a good coach.
Okay, at least you're honest, because that's primarily what the real problem is.
Yeah, I'm coachable.
The problem is too many keyboard, couch coaches. Like, everybody thinks they're a GM in their head, so they think they could take.
Now, what I can do is
players.
I can recognize strengths and weaknesses and try to put the pieces on the board, but effectively to like a coach's standpoint, probably not. Am I a good maybe assistant coach? Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe. I mean, my list looks really solid. We'll talk about that in a second.
Having lists, again, you can have there's teams that are loaded with talent and don't know how to utilize them. So I learned that a lot of coaches hide the fact that they can't coach behind having a bunch of talent in front of them.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I learned.
Honestly, that was evident in the beginning of the season with the O.
They
had the squad.
But also, see, that's the thing, right? The O had a crazy squad, and as soon as the coach minimized that, they won with less.
Right.
Right. It's about understanding how to communicate with players, personalities, how to like pick gel players and stuff like that. Like Legends Loading, for instance.
Yeah.
Struggled with the coaching. Lucky for him, he has coachable players and players that know the game well.
Right.
To be honest, if we're talking coaching, then Washed Up has a phenomenal coach who that kept them in the game. You know what I mean? Like Gene really figured out ways to keep like they were undermanned.
Yeah.
They didn't have enough players. He kept them in mad games. And Fat Chris,
for Dirty Laundry,
he don't get enough credit for helping those wins. In fact, he was told that he was the problem for those 2 losses. Yep. Which is crazy.
So is Dirty Laundry going into the playoffs
without
with no coach?
With no coach.
Oh, that's going. Okay, now this is going to turn. This is going to make things interesting.
This is going to be different. Yeah, this is going to be different.
I hope Chris shows up now at the end, just watching, and just gonna just.
Yeah, that's most likely what's going to happen. And
I
then
can't wait.
You got who else is a really solid coach? Sometimes you don't need a solid coach. Sometimes you need great leadership. You look at off the couch.
Off the couch. Yep.
Having great leadership changes everything.
Yeah.
The fact that the coach is okay with the players navigating things and RJ taking control over the conversation and stuff like that. Rel did a great job filling in and stuff like that.
Yep.
And
he did a good job when. Oh wait, so Rel was the only person that was mic'd up that got a win.
Yeah, Rel would be the only person.
Because he noticed a lot of different things when they were playing the
Rel and Wiz. Those are the only 2 that got wins mic'd up. The coaches. The coaches.
Right. So wait, what were 2 things you learned from this season then? Because
mine was coaching.
The coaching.
Mine was coaching, and that was pretty much it. Like, it was the coaching. I have tons of things to be appreciated for. Like, if that's my second thing that I learned, like just how great our neighborhood is, man. Like, you know, there's a lot of history from that goes back to when I was a kid, that's negative, and I'm watching all those same people be around each other happily, and I'm watching the young guys break those, break those boundaries and those curses and
Yeah.
stuff, and be and rock with each other and travel to each other's parks and stuff like that. So
That's dope.
yeah, that's been really dope. First and foremost, welcome. Happy to have you as a part of our panel for our
Appreciate
nominees
y'all
and
having
award
me.
ceremony and nominations and everything. First thing I wanted to ask you was, what did you learn from this season? Watching this season.
So far, what I learned from this season is you really can't count nobody out.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of elite teams start off real strong, and then towards the ending, I guess they got a little too comfortable or they slacked off or something. I'm not too sure, but it showed that what I mean. If you a dog and you got the grit and you gonna grind out, you know what I'm saying, you could get that dub.
Very true.
Seen a
There
few
has been a lot of
upsets.
comeback wins.
Mm-hmm. A lot of comeback wins.
So also I wanted to ask you, we had what 6 weeks of us planning and curating who our 10 players would be to start a team with if we could pick any players from the tournament. Do you have a list for us?
Yeah, I went so far. I went like I was trying to do like three to four guards and then 3 to 4 forwards, depending, and then
Okay,
like the
you can
three
pick however
three
you
to
want.
two centers. Yeah, yeah. So I kind of had at the guard position, I kind of had I had Eddie from
Mm-hmm.
Legendary Ballers, right?
Eddie, no, Dirty
No, no, no.
Laundry.
He from yeah, yeah, yeah. Dirty Laundry. Then you got the point from VC Elite. I'm not too sure what's his name.
Jeremiah,
Yeah. Then I like RJ,
off the
and
couch.
then yeah, and then I also I like Ant.
Ant from Legends Loading, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Then forward wise, I like ACS.
Yeah, Vales,
Um
ACS, my man Child Abuse.
yeah, yeah. I like Cam.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
Cam's
pick.
another one.
It's definitely a good pick.
Um I'm not too sure his name, but I know he be balling. He's kind of a big, but I'm not putting him as like a center yet. I'm putting somebody else there though. But
What team?
um, it's um it's the gray team. He's on the gray team.
He
Okay,
might be talking about
either Kyle or
Kyle
Keith,
or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah, it's
RJ.
one of
or it could
those.
be
I know it's
RJ.
definitely one of those.
All right, Kyle or Keith.
Yeah, and then I like um I like Dollars from Peoples.
Mm-hmm. Solid
He'll be
pickup.
another one of my forwards. And there was one more. He played for the red team.
Oh, Kai.
Kai. That's the only person I could think of.
Kai. Yeah, it's
The
probably
tallest
Kai
kid on
then.
the team, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kai.
Yeah, Kai. Who'd you have at the
yeah, I
center
like
position?
that. I like Marlon.
Okay.
Marlon definitely be one of my centers. What's son from yeah, I'm trying to think the colors.
That's a solid team that you picked
Uh
so far.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's either purple or orange.
You're not
I'm
talking
not
about
too
7,000
sure.
feet, right?
Nah. Nah. I know I know 7,000 feet is nah.
You can't miss him.
He's kind of stocky though. Like he's big. He's a big body. But I'm not too sure. He might not even be on that team. He might be on one of the green teams, if I'm not mistaken.
Shit, he just had 4 teams
Yeah,
right now.
I don't even know. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, because I was thinking orange, but when I think of orange, the only person I was thinking about on orange is I know ACS is there. and a few others, but I went with ACS on orange, but he's not on orange team. I keep forgetting who on purple though, because I know Eddie on purple,
Ivo is on purple. It's
Ivo,
mainly the young guys.
yeah, young kids, and then I know is if I'm not mistaken is I think it's one of the green teams. I don't know if it's oval or the other green team, but they got a
Legends
big on
loading.
there. Oh, Legends loading. I think it's Legends loading. I think it's Legends loading. Um,
Only person I
or it
can
might
think
be
of
oval. I'm not
is
too sure, but I know it's. I think it's oval.
it might be oval. Yeah, because
I,
they got all the
yeah,
bigger players, stocky
with the
players.
with the yellow, right? They got
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of they bigs on oval.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he got a solid team.
Yeah. So for the nominations, we're gonna start with cone work. Can we get
Okay.
your pick for cone work of the year?
I
You have the list
hold
of
on.
contestants, right?
Yeah,
Nominations,
let me get back to it.
nominees.
Hold on.
Then he got to come back.
Yeah, I got you right there. You said cone work, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Who is your nomination?
My nomination is probably gonna be RJ.
Okay.
What about X Factor?
Yeah, I got RJ. X Factor. Honestly, it was between Eddie and Cam. I was waiting for this game today to go off more, so because I was
Same,
kind of
bro.
leaning towards Cam, but I do like Eddie too because Eddie played. You can see every game he double digits. He giving you buckets. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of, you know what I mean, kind of leaning towards Eddie on that one, just for the simple fact I ain't get to see Cam play this game. So
Cam definitely got an asterisk right there.
unfortunate,
Yep.
This is the asterisk episode.
unfortunately, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He been balling. That's why I was gonna lean towards Ken depending on this game today if it would have happened. But I'm gonna have to go with Eddie.
Well, we'll see
All right.
Friday.
So and MVP, who you going with?
Ooh, MVP. I ain't gonna lie. That one was tough. That one I was kind of mixed
Between?
because Marlon played a great season, and I'm trying to go like I usually go off who played more games. So I'm leaning towards more of the people that played 5 to 6 games. Um, so I kind of counted dollars out because he didn't play I think 2 games, and then one of his last games he didn't do too well, or two
Yeah.
of the last games he didn't do too well. So I kind of, you know what I'm saying, I'm going with somebody that's consistent, you know what I mean, and that's valuable to their team. Like if they not on the team, then I already know that's probably gonna be a L. So I was kind of leaning towards Keith and Marlon.
All right.
So yeah,
Wait.
damn.
Wait, no, no, no.
Not Keys. Keys is not on that
Not
list.
Keith. It's that's who's that? Q.
Q,
Q,
yeah.
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 Q. There you go, Q. Um. So yeah, I think it was out of Q and Marlon.
Those are those are definitely good picks right there. So who'd you have?
I leaned a little towards Marlon because he definitely ended the season strong. He leaded his team. They 5-1. So yeah, I'm gonna have to lean towards Marlon.
All right, there you
Nice.
have it.
Solid picks.
We got a vote for Marlon. Now we we gonna let you go because we're gonna go through the next person on the panel and get
Definitely,
all the
definitely.
same votes.
Appreciate you, Moves.
No
Thank
doubt.
you.
Word.
Of
Thank you
course,
for
of
being
course.
on
Good
the
looking,
show.
man. Thanks for having me, man.
All right, brother.
Peace.
Peace.
You already.
Who, if you can create a concrete elite team using all any players you want from the tournament, what would your team look like?
All right. So, my list. Um. Now, my list is just trying to gel players together. So, what I have is Kai from Washed Up, Asadi from NFU, Kyle and Keese from Legendary Ballers, Maya and Marlon from VC Elite, Eddie from Dirty Laundry, and then dynamic duo off the couch, RJ and Do. That's my that would be my concrete elite team that I would put together. Do we need to say why, or do you want to
Yeah,
go with yours?
if you wanna expound on yours, you can.
Yeah, I mean, Asadi, without question, and we agreed on this. He says no words, but he does his job, and he plays phenomenal defense, and he creates for himself on the offensive end when he needs to. Kyle and Keese, I think that goes without question. Kyle, I feel like Kyle and Asadi would be great together on the defensive end. Great matchup. Same thing with Kai. Marlon, workhorse, does everything right. RJ and Do, same thing. And yeah, Antoine, Eddie, Maya, all pieces that I feel like can fit in a lot of different places. So that's my team. And I feel like, to me, I feel like there's no ego with any of these players. I feel like all of these players are grown, and they they've been put in positions where they've been battle tested, so they can communicate with each other. So
Yeah.
that's how I feel with this team right now.
So Q, you have been nominated for MVP. We wanted to call you up and we wanted you to stake your claim for your nomination.
I appreciate it. That's tough, man.
Well
I
deserved.
feel like I'm in a good. I feel like I'm in a good spot.
Yeah.
I'm a little frustrated with my last game, the weekday game we played. We didn't have my full unit. I rolled my ankle second possession of the game, and we couldn't come up with a win. But that probably messed my rankings up a little bit. But other than that, I feel like across the board, man, my stats been pretty much consistent.
No, that's a
This
fact. I mean,
the
I,
stats prove that.
I saw it when you rolled your ankle the game at Peoples, and I'm like, man, that's gonna fuck him up. But you still pulled an amazing game at that point, so it didn't even look like you were.
I was fighting. Nah, I was
Yeah.
fighting. That's determination. Like you got to leave it all on the floor, man.
Even rolling your ankle, you still managed to have a great game. And
I don't even know what I
importantly,
finished with that game.
I think you finished with. I'll tell you right now what you finished with. I have everything lined up
Let me
because
see
this
that.
I
What I
got
finished.
arguments for everybody.
It had to be at least like 16. I felt like every time it was looking like it was getting more or
Let's
less.
see MVP.
And then
15,
Saturday.
4, and 3. 15, 4, and
Okay,
3. 3 steals at that.
okay. 15 ain't bad. And I went scoreless in the second half, man. That the two different heights of the rim that messed up the mechanics.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out, man. But if we play them with my full roster, man, that's a blowout, bro. We win by 10 plus for sure, bro.
Y'all the number 2 seed. Y'all the number 2 seed.
So what's out of what's the chances who we play?
Well, we're not gonna know completely until we play that final game. There's one more makeup game that determines everything on the other side, on the shuffle side. But y'all play on Sunday for sure at 4 o'clock. I mean 3 o'clock. Y'all play the last game. That's for sure. We just
All
don't know
right,
who yet.
all right, all right, bro.
How was this season for you? How did you feel going into it? What was your
Nah, it was tough,
expectations?
man. Nah, it was tough. I didn't know who was playing in the league, and it's still some teams we didn't get to play. So um,
Who was you eyeing?
they
Who were you looking to play?
I want everybody. I want everybody that
Yeah.
felt like that we was an easy win. You feel me? That's who I want. I want the guys that think that shit is sweet on this side, man.
Is there a player you respect on another team? Give me a player you like to match up with.
Um, I like to match up with. I don't really know too many people. I mean, pretty much anybody. I respect a lot of people's game, man. It's a lot of good guard play going on in the tournament, man. Some younger guards too. Some guys fresh out of high school. Some still in high school. So it's dope to see them get that experience. But I'm chip chasing. I ain't gonna lie. Everything else is kind of irrelevant.
Y'all look solid. Y'all in my contentions for
So it's like the
championship.
MVP is cool, but I want the chip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Love to hear that.
So it's like with my full roster, I don't see us really losing to nobody. And my team, we believe in what we got going on. So that's all
Probably
that
most
matters.
composed.
So you know, we really off the couch. That's the crazy part. Really off the couch.
Off the couch and killing.
Yeah, that's a
It's a
fact.
good league though. I enjoy it. I definitely look forward to it. Hopefully, we get a fall or winter league going with a gym consistent. You feel me? The league is ran well. It's consistent.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, word.
And
Thank you, man.
that's what you always want. You want a good league where it's on time and it's no BS. It's good communication across the board. So
We do have a
hopefully we
question
we
for
get
you.
another one in the fall.
We got a question for you. If we were to put together a a team of all elite, would you be interested in competing somewhere else with us?
Oh hell yeah! I want all smoke, bro. I want like that's one thing about me, man. I want all like you feel me. I want all the smoke. Like that's if you know me and the people that do know me, they'll vouch and tell you. Like I'm with all of it. So
Yeah.
we could go somewhere. We could set it up. We get another tournament, but that'd be dope though. If we was to put with some type of like couple players from each team type. That'd be dope. Yeah, I'm with that. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
It give me
we
something to
considering
do.
doing
Feel
that.
me? Hell yeah, I'm with that, man. That'd be dope.
Yeah, you definitely gonna hear our list very very soon. But between us, you definitely put on a show this year, and it's undeniably great. Like you can see that straight up.
And
Appreciate you. I
I'm
appreciate
sure the votes express that too.
I appreciate that, man.
But yo, Q, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for staking your claim. And we will see you playoffs.
All right, man. Have a good night. See y'all this weekend.
Have a great
Yeah.
one.
What you got?
That's pretty good too. I got Marlon from VC Elite. I got Assad from NFU. I got Dallas from People's Park. I got Kai from Washed Up. I got Cam from NFU. I got RJ and Q from Off the Couch. Maya from VC Elite. Eddie from Dirty Laundry. And I picked Skips from the O, but I could have easily interchanged him with June from Legendary Ballers.
That's tough.
And my reason for having Skips is I love high energy guards, and I feel like the young high energy guards benefit more when they play amongst veteran guards and veteran teams because they learn quicker, they adapt faster. So he's already ahead of the curve with how he plays. Imagine him playing with other
Older
elite,
talent. Yeah.
older elite players and stuff like that. I think he'd benefit a lot. But I also love June for that last spot because he's never pressed. He's super coachable.
Oh.
He's a defender. He doesn't look for a shot enough, but he makes the ones he takes
Yeah.
and super unselfish. You know what I mean? Like my list consists of people that don't need the ball in their hands to be effective
Yeah.
and are okay being led. Like that's important for like winning tournaments. Like yeah, I didn't pick my favorites. Like if I'd have picked my favorites, it's a different list.
That's a super team.
If I'd have
Yeah.
picked who I think are the best, that's a different list. I picked a team of people I think would win together.
Right.
Like, these are the people I see. Like yo, you put them on a team together, they win.
I want to expand on Skips for a second because last year when he was playing in Goovy, he practically led that MCG team
Yeah.
in a sense, and he was going crazy. But then seeing him play this year on concrete, coming off the bench, but being that energy guy that we spoke with, I think on episode 1 or 2,
Yeah.
that really
No.
just did what he had to do. Like
Yeah.
it's true. I like that explanation a lot.
All right. So first things first. I want you to stake your claim. Congratulations on your nomination and
Word.
being a nominee for
Appreciate it.
X Factor. But we want you to stake your claim. Tell us why you deserve the award over everybody else.
I got you. So first of all, thank y'all for having me. I really do appreciate being on a list of nominees. I think, like you said in the episode, I think everybody on that list, rightfully so, should feel like they deserve that award. But I think for me personally, what puts me ahead of everybody else is my team, Legendary Ballers. We fight back a lot, right? So in the beginning, we start off the season pretty slow. I think it was pretty evident that we wasn't playing our brand of basketball. I think going back to the drawing board, talking to coach, the first thing I thought of is how can I make our team better? How can I change our record? How can I, put us on the winning side? And once I talked to coach, it was like, hey, listen, I don't know what you're gonna do, but do something, right? So whether that's shooting more, whether that's guarding the best guy, but figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And I think for our team, because we have such a versatile roster, anybody can bring the ball to the floor, anybody can go out there and rebound. We can switch on defense a lot. I think at first it was very hard to find what's my niche. But then I think I snapped back into reality like, hey, listen, Marquise, your game is enough. Your game is enough to make it happen. Go back and do what you do best, which is catch and shoot, maybe one dribble pull up, catch and shoot midi, catch and shoot corner three, get to the lane, finish over whoever, knock down free throws when we didn't. I think once I tapped back into that, like, hey, just do you, and then we're going to adjust after that. I think that's when we started winning. I noticed that team started throwing a lot of different defenses at us. If you throw a zone, we got to get keys in the game. Everybody playing man, they spacing out. We got to put keys in the game. There's time to hit a game winner. We got to put keys in the game. I think no
Yeah.
matter what defense
Yeah,
is
talk
thrown at us,
shit.
yeah, you feel me? I feel like no matter what defense is thrown at us, it's like, yo, where Keith at? I think even that game we was playing underrated. If you listen closely to the mic, you could hear, yo, where Keith at? Like, yo, you got to put Keith in the game. Like,
Yeah.
it's about that time. We need a big shot. And thanks to my teammates, because they also recognize, like, yo, listen, when I came in the game, mind you, I sat for 8 minutes prior to that. It's like, all right, listen, Keith, you got to take the shot. We're going to get you open, take the shot. And I think because of that, I feel like the work speaks for itself. I think out of all the other X factors, I'm the only X factor whose averages looks like their number one option. Now, I think is a clear distinction. I think because I'm not loud and my game isn't loud, that sometimes it feels like I'm a number 2 or number 3 guy. But I think on any given day, like Paul Pierce said about Brown, on any given day I could be better. I feel like on any given day I can look like the guy. And I think because I'm not beating my chest and I'm not talking trash, I got a quiet game. It can get pushed to the back end. But I think when I'm out there, like I go to work.
That's a good argument.
Hell
That is
yeah.
definitely a good argument. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Now let me ask you another question. Who's a player on another team that you respect, and what's a team that you want to see, that you want to face?
Um, that I haven't faced already, or because
Just
we play everybody
who do you want to see?
off the couch, off the couch.
Okay.
RJ in specific, that's my guy. You know, we had a few battles we played together and a bunch of other places. That's my guy. I love RJ. But
Yeah.
I feel like that first loss, it did something to us. It did something to legendary ballers. It did something to it. Kind of shook us up a little bit. So that
Yeah,
got
it's
to
a
be.
nice
And
little
then
storyline.
listen, I love Ace, but Ace left us.
Yeah.
He left us, and look, check it out. He left us, and it became a trend. Then Baby
Yeah.
Blue left us, like. So I feel like we gotta get that back. We gotta get
That's
that back.
right. LaShawn left y'all and went to
You
Dirty
know what I'm
Laundry.
saying?
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
hold
Yeah,
up.
everybody
Yeah,
leaving y'all.
we
That's
gotta
a
get.
quick little segment because y'all was trying to throw it down on him. Y'all was trying to like
Mhm.
obliterate him,
Oh yeah,
and
Yeah.
yeah.
yo, they were
They kept just
disrespectful.
Yeah,
going
he
at
just
it.
happened to be in all the wrong places at the right times.
I'm glad he was
You
sent.
know what
He
I'm
was
saying?
punching
Listen,
y'all
I don't
shits
know what
though.
was going on.
I'm glad he was
Look,
punching y'all
listen.
shit
One
because
thing
he
I
told
give
y'all
him, he
straight
wasn't
up.
backing. He wasn't scared. Like he wasn't backing down or nothing. So I give him. He held his ground. He held his ground for sure. But he felt it on the sideline. J. Rod, and they was talking to him. He felt it on the sideline. So you know, listen. Every dog know where his home at. We'll see him at the end of the summer.
So so y'all
Yeah,
going into this as the 4th seed. How do y'all feel with that
gotcha.
first week bye?
Confident. Like I think like the first 2 weeks coming off back to back L's, anybody would be discouraged, right? So it's like, and then we losing and nobody necessarily knew why, right? Because once upon a time, I feel like everybody on our team was the guy somewhere else.
Yep.
Like, and I think for us specifically because we got Dre who can go out there and get 30 on like literally any given. We don't know what's going to happen with Dre. He might
Yeah.
go for 10. He might go for 20 straight. Like we don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, we put a lot of pressure on RJ to find us a bucket when we need one. Tank had the first 2 games. He out there killing.
Yep.
Kyle, we know what Kyle. Like we have guys. We got 2 new guys added to the roster. 3 new guys added to the roster. Like I think they all respectively are their guys wherever they play. So it's like, all right, well, I got too much ego to defer to somebody else to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I think now it's like, yo, we want to win. So it's like, I don't care if Dre got 30 and I got 2, or RJ got 20 and now I was only able to get up 5 shots. I think now it's like, yo, bro, how can we win? How can we get back to where we was last year? And how can we finish the job? You know, I think our coaching staff, shout out to J Rod, shout out to Say, and shout out to our captain June. Like, it's kind of like, yo, get over yourself, bro. Like, if you want to be a basketball player, if you want to be respected in this league, you got to be a winner. No, like the
Yeah.
concrete Coliseum is not a place where being a loser is okay. Nobody care about your highlights if you losing. Nobody care about your 30 ball if you losing. Like if you're not a winner, then it doesn't matter how tough you think you is because
And we do
you can't be
not
tough and be a
reward
loser.
we do not reward losing.
That's a
You see what
fact.
I'm saying? Like you got to wear your heart on your chest. You got to go out and listen. All of us say legendary ballers, we going at whoever going at us.
Yeah.
It's
Yo,
just like that.
Keys, thank you for coming up. Thank you for staking your claim. We will
For
be
sure.
announcing on Friday the winners. And good
I
luck.
appreciate y'all for having me. For real. Listen, I love y'all. I love everything y'all doing over there. Listen, I come all the way from Philly every weekend just to come out there and hoop. I really do
That's
God
love.
appreciate y'all.
damn,
This is a
That's
great league.
love.
that's crazy.
Listen, trust and believe. Y'all might have a Philly team out there next year. I don't know.
Oh,
So
that'd be
bring
real
it
Oh
out
wait,
dope.
wait,
there.
wait. Does that mean you leaving Legendary Ballers?
Listen, I
Oh,
can't, I
this is
can't, I can't, I
this is a
can't say
good
all that right now.
conversation.
All I'm
This
saying
is a
is y'all
good
might have a Philly
conversation
team
to
one of
have.
these days.
Yo,
No, I
Keys.
might just listen. I might have to hit up some of my boys. They might make their own team. I'm loyal to Legendary Ballers.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you next summer.
All
Keith, thank you
right,
so
bet.
much, brother. Appreciate it.
So, thank y'all.
Have a great one. All right, so let's get into what everybody's here for.
All right.
These are the award races.
All
The
right.
awards race.
So, what do you want to start with? Do we want to
Let's start with X Factor.
Okay. So, our nominations for X Factor. Let me go back to the list real quick, just to not miss anything. So we have Eddie, RJ, Keese, Joaquin, and Cam.
Yep.
So this is a bit of an asterisk right now because we're waiting for that hard work beats talent game
Versus
and
NFU, yeah.
and NFU. So I agree with what you said. If Cam has a crazy game,
He moves up on
he
my
moves
list.
up on the list.
Yeah.
I get that.
For
But
us. Maybe not for everybody else.
yeah,
But for us.
just because I mean we could pull the stats out, but we already kind of said that in the last episode. Just based on this list, if I had to pick, are we picking 1 or 2? Do we just want to say 1?
No, you just say your one
Say the
vote.
1.
Yeah.
Okay. My 1 vote for this X Factor list, it's tough. I brought it down to RJ and Eddie. Damn man, Keith. It's tough. My vote would have to be Keith in this case
Okay.
because the second half of the season that he had to, he kind of said it on the last episode. A lot of those wins were really based on the effort that he kind of put in this case.
He also shot like shit last game, but
I feel
they
you.
won, but he shot like shit.
Yeah. I feel you. But as far as an overall X factor, I felt like he defined what an X factor is for me. Eddie was more of the guy, in my opinion, when it came to the nomination in this case. When I looked at the team, because Eddie was the most consistent player on Dirty Laundry in this case. So, yeah, he could be the X factor, but he was also the guy in this. So it's kind of like it's kind of hard in this, but RJ, solid performance, but it's tough with RJ and Dude because I feel like both of them are the guy. But Keith, in my opinion, is the X factor for Concrete Coliseum Season 2.
Okay, so then your vote is Keith.
Yes.
My vote was actually between Eddie and RJ. I could make the debate for both of them because Eddie, where his numbers are consistent, he wasn't the primary ball handler. He played off ball, and when the ball wasn't in his hands, he did good jobs playing defense, rebounding, and doing other things.
Right.
RJ is the leader of that team. He is not the guy.
Okay.
He does a great job of making sure Dude gets the shots he wants.
Yes. And the places that he he creates for everybody.
He looks for everybody else. He's the leader for sure, but he's not the guy.
Okay.
And nor is he trying to be the guy, because if you listen to him and the way he leads and stuff like that, that's why he's the conductor.
Yeah.
So I had a tough choice between Eddie and RJ, and I chose RJ because of strength of schedule. That's what it came down to for me, because their numbers are very close. Strength in schedule, who they had to play against,
that's big.
stuff like
That's
that.
big.
Like, I had to take that into account, and taking that into account, my pick was RJ of Off the Couch.
Yeah. Well, what were the numbers for both of our picks? If we're looking at it from a statistic standpoint, for RJ, he practically was.
Yeah, his 4 games, and our criteria was you had to play 4 games.
Yeah.
His 4 games, 14-5-2, 12-4. I forgot what the other one was. 18, 15-6. And Eddie 10 his first game, 19, 16-3, 11-3, 23, and then 10. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm saying. When I did the numbers, they're freakishly close.
Yeah.
But strength of schedule, we watched when Eddie played. Eddie still played well against tougher teams, but they couldn't win.
Yeah.
As opposed to Off the Couch playing tougher teams and figuring out ways to win.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next one.
Cone work. Go for it.
So the nominees were Vales from Underrated, which is my man ACS, Child Abuse. He got my favorite names and probably some of my favorite cone work segments. Ant from Legends Loading, another one that phenomenal showing. Ivo, Dirty Laundry, a lot of good showings. Skips had two super good performances, and but I can't discredit him due to the fact that the first 2 was coaching. Like, he wasn't getting the minutes like that the first 2.
Okay.
RJ Off the Couch. Here RJ go again.
Hey, I think with this list, my pick was between RJ and Ant, because if we're looking at it from just a statistic standpoint, or even just a highlight standpoint, Ant is nothing but forward.
Yeah.
He goes That's his only direction. Straight and a little bit left and a little bit right. He'll sometimes rock you to sleep until he goes to the basket.
He's going left every time, but
Yeah, for sure. But
So who was your
my final
who's
pick
your
for
winner?
this one? RJ, man, because he had the complete
Oh,
overall
wow.
game for me in this case.
For me, I went Ant, man. Like everything I want to see in cone work. I want to see one-on-one. I want to see you give somebody hell that stands in front of you. If people can't stand in front of you, that's cone work.
I hear that,
That's
but
cone work.
cone work, yes, but with cones you also go around and you shoot the basketball too. In this case, RJ, for me, RJ had the complete sense of cone work. So that's two solid picks.
Yeah, I got Ant. You got RJ.
So the big trophy,
All right,
MVP.
MVP.
We have VC Elite. We got Marlon. From People's Park, we got Dollars. Off the Couch, we have Q. And from Washed Up, we have Kai. Yeah, who do you have?
So immediately I gotta eliminate Dollars. He didn't have this. You know, he had two. Well, one definitely bad game, and then one decent game and two phenomenal ones, right?
Okay.
And then I can't, it's more than just numbers to me. It's consistency, it's performance, it's strength of schedule, it's ranking, it's all of that, right? So
Okay.
I had to personally eliminate Kai for myself because
The record
his
as well.
his numbers didn't equate to winning.
Okay.
Great performance, but yeah. Marlon, great. He had really solid numbers. Started off super hot, cooled down, but still did the things necessary to win.
Okay.
And Q did not stop doing Q. I went with Q for MVP. That was my vote. I don't think you could go wrong with between him and Marlon. You can't go wrong with any of the players. The reason I chose Q is he had a solid game hurt. And he fights through everything. Like he plays through everything. He plays high intensity. And he faced adversity and came out on top. What, twice already? They were
down.
How many? Yeah, they were three
back to
games.
back.
3 games they were down and fought through adversity and came back. You know, Marlon he showed and proved like people can't stand him, can't deal with him. But the numbers slowed down once he was getting double teamed. Things start changing or whatever. He's taking a step away from the offense. Or trying to burrow through the offense when they're all waiting for him and stuff like that. Q was just finding other ways to pick defenses apart. That final play where everybody was running towards him.
Yep.
Like he understood, like, yeah, they expect me to do this. That's MVP type of shit. You know what I mean? For me.
That's solid. Honestly, this is like SGA Jokic.
Yeah,
conversation
for sure.
in this
For
case,
sure.
Because both dominant players.
Yep.
They show their ass off throughout the whole entire season. Have been
Overruled, but yeah.
You play these crazy games.
That's not a game.
I hear you.
He shows his ass.
All right, Dame.
All right, cool.
Marlon and Q was a very tough one for me. That
was
said it.
extremely tough for me.
But
extremely tough. Who's your vote?
Yeah. Now I'm not gonna lie, you swayed my vote in that case.
Oh, that's crazy. I wasn't trying to do that.
Hold on.
I should be a lawyer. I should be a lawyer.
But before you broke it down this way, Marlon was my pick just because of the consistency that he showed.
Yeah.
The only game that was a struggle for him was the O, because when they
threw
showed
the kitchen sink at him.
Yeah, literally threw everything
they threw
at
the
him.
kitchen sink at him.
And they couldn't adjust.
And the rest of the team didn't know how to help him.
Yeah.
And the coaching was ass that day. So yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
But other than that game, Marlon was my pick for MVP for the season. Now, That was a great case for Q, by the way. That was
I try.
phenomenal.
I try. You want me to make a case for Marlon?
Nah.
Okay, all right.
We good. We have our picks. We have Q for Jay, and then we have me for Marlon. It was a.
Are you still going with Marlon?
I'm gonna still go with Marlon.
All right.
Because if they meet each other in the playoffs, then that's
Yeah.
gonna be an amazing thing to see. Even though they're not.
Yeah.
No, can they technically?
Yeah, like they can meet each other in the finals or something. Yeah, they in different brackets.
Okay, so yeah, meet each other in the playoffs. Then we can have this
Yeah,
conversation
they in
again.
different brackets.
Yeah, man. Those are our award nominations.
Yeah.
And now it's up
Those
to
are
y'all.
our picks. Yep.
Now it's up to y'all, man. Let us know in the comments. Pick who y'all have for MVP, Conework, X Factor. Let us know who you got for a super team.
Yeah, we're gonna do we'll do the IG polls this week as well. We'll probably do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. I want to give shout outs real quick. Let me just, because I had to take the time out.
A phenomenal season 2.
Phenomenal. So on YouTube, Silly Man Bands, whoever you are, we appreciate you.
Right.
Swag, who's always tuned in. Brian, appreciate you. Courtney from Life Goes On, appreciate you. Then you got old man Aaron that staff. Marlon that's been staff. He's been helping. Not only is he an MVP candidate, but he's been MVP of just the MVP friend. All right, like he's been holding it down crazy all year. Captain Calvo, Johan, Vivid, Noel, Tyler, Angel, Irv from of People's Park. People's Park for hosting us and showing us that love. They extended the park. We didn't ask them. They extended that to us and
Beautiful.
And made it home for us. You know what I mean? Like they made sure we was taken care of.
And we had a beautiful crowd that day too.
Super.
Yeah.
Eric from Hard Work Beats Talent. That man was like every week making sure I had everything I needed. Working things out for gyms, all types of stuff behind the scenes he was helping me with. Our sponsors, Essence Vibes, Eddie, thank you so much. Ponce Bank, we appreciate you. Law Officer Michael T. Ridge, we appreciate you. All the coaches and captains, all the players, everybody that spent $1 with us, that showed love, that's in the chats. Mike May and all the refs, all the supporters, spectators, subscribers, followers, and last but not least, Chris Solano of God First. We appreciate and love you. Word. That's our show.
Peace.
Yeah.